All right, so our project is pretty much done for just regular screen sizes, but in this video I want to tackle widescreens and just tablets, and then in the next video we'll deal with smaller mobile devices. So on widescreens and on tablets, I want the icon here to basically align to the left. So I want to turn each item into a flex container so that they go horizontal. This div and this icon are horizontal. Even though these are flex items themselves, they can also be flex containers. So let's head over. Actually, one thing I want to do before that, and we should have did this in the beginning. See how we have the style CSS below the mobile and the widescreen? We don't want to do that. We want the original style sheet above those two. So I'm going to go ahead and just Control C, copy this and delete it, and then move it above the widescreen and the mobile. Okay, so we're going to do that and save. Otherwise, the styles from style CSS are going to overwrite what we have in here unless we use important tags, which I don't want to put all over the place. So let's do that. Let's open up widescreen.css. And like I said, I want to turn each of these items into a flex container so that these are aligned horizontally. So to do that, let's put a comment here. We'll say align icon to left. So we'll take the what ID, the items, and then the item itself, okay, because each of these have a class of item. We're going to turn it into a flex box. So display flex and save, and notice that now they align this way. And don't worry about this, we're going to fix that. Now I want the text now to align to the left, not the center. So let's say text align to the left and save that. There we go. Now for the icon, we're going to do some stuff with that. So let's target the icon. We'll say position icon. So we want the what ID, then items, then item, and then the I, okay, because that's where the icon class is. And first of all, I'm going to add a margin to the right of 1.3 rem, because as you can see, there's no spacing right here. So now we're taking this icon and we're putting some margin on the right. So if I save this, that gets pushed over. Okay, another thing I want to do is fix this. I want to align this in the middle. So we're going to use the align dash self, and we want to set that to center and save, and now that puts that in the center. And this by default has some margin bottom just from when we had it on the top. So I'm going to clear that by just saying margin bottom and 0. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. And another thing I want to do on widescreens is I don't want the map in the form to be even. I want the map to take up more space. So if you remember, we have flex 1 for both of these. In fact, I'll show you in style CSS. If we go down here, we have flex 1 for both the map and the contact form. So on widescreens, I'm going to take the map and I'm going to add flex 2 and save, and now you can see that the map is wider, and then when I get below 1100 it goes back to being even. Now on small screens, when we get to 768, I want these to stack on top of each other, but I also want them to have the icon on the left, just like with widescreens. So I'm actually going to copy these two styles here and put them into mobile.css. Okay, now if I save it, it's going to look like that, which doesn't look good because we need to stack these on top of each other, meaning we have to remove the flex. So right up here, let's target what items, and initially we had it set to flex, but now we want to basically clear that flex and say display block. So we'll save that. Let's add a little bit of, say, padding, 1 rem. And there we go. So now they're stacked, and that looks pretty good. I mean, you could keep it, you could keep these in the middle. Like if we remove this and we save, you could have that, but I honestly think that this looks better. Now, every other style that we do in the mobile.css, I want to be for 500 pixels or less, because tablets should look fine. In fact, if we go ahead and look at our mobile view here with our Chrome tools, iPhone, obviously this doesn't look good. The menu doesn't, this doesn't, this doesn't. We're going to have to fix all this stuff. But for the iPad, I think things look pretty good. It's big enough, it's wide enough to keep this flex here and here. The menu looks good. We can even add more links. And yeah, I think that's fine. So in the next video, we're going to target, iPhone X, 6, 7, 8. And if it does this with this side here, I'm not sure why that happens. But notice if I just resave my file, that goes away. So I'm not sure what that is. It's some kind of bug. But yeah, I'm going to just clear this up. And in the next video, we're going to start to work on basically, smaller screens that are under 500. So we're going to add a media query here for that, and we'll put all of our styles in there.